The National Weather Service in Memphis has now surveyed damage from Vardaman and Hatley as well. WTVA's Chelsea Brown is live in Monroe County, where she spoke with meteorologists there about what they look for when surveying storm damage.
It was a busy day for the National Weather Service. Meteorologists came and looked at damage from last night's storms. And the first two stops that they did look at were across the street from the high school. You can see one of those houses right back behind me with the blue tarps on top. Roof damage from the winds, and the other one just next door. You can see, can't really see because that sign, but the pillars on that front porch were actually knocked over, and seeing some tree debris in their yard. Now, I did speak with meteorologist Gary Woodall about what all goes into their survey and what are they looking at.
See, is the path long and thin, which might suggest a tornado? Is it shorter and wider, which might suggest a downburst or straight line winds?
Gary Woodall has surveyed damage for 33 years. He says meteorologists gather which way the damage is facing and what direction the debris was blown around when looking at a site. They do these surveys to find out the maximum wind speed, how long the tornado was on the ground, and what times the tornado was on the ground. Woodall says from just the first few areas of damage, he believes this was a tornado.
I've seen some evidence of things blown in different directions, which would start to suggest that it could have been a tornado.
He says using radar data from when this happened is helpful to line up where it started and stopped. Woodall says looking at the damage and having boots on the ground is key to giving a storm an accurate rating.
General area where we can look to try to start finding the beginning and ending points.
Ratings for these storms will either come out later tonight or early tomorrow morning. Now, coming up at WTVA 9 News at 6, I spoke with some siblings about how they had to wake up in the middle of the night to get to their shelter, and you'll hear from them coming up at 6. Right now, live in Hatley, Chelsea Brown, WTVA 9 News.